Today, we're going to put a spec map on the car that we just painted. So let's get started. Now, this is the car that we painted in the previous video, right? Turned out pretty good. We were using this one as a model for, the inspiration to complete this car. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it looks pretty sharp. But the spec map is really where the magic is going to occur. And right now you can see there is a spec map on the car. I guess if you want to say in some sense the baseline of what iRacing does for every car if it does not have a spec map in the game. And it has a nice sheen to it, but everything has the same sheen, the same look, okay? And you can tell here, if you look right there on the bow tie above the rear wheel, you will see that little spot, that little sun spot right there that shows that, everything's shiny. And so what I'm going to show you how to do, or at least how I organize my spec maps in order to really make a car pop and to transition different pieces of the layers in the paint to reflect different types of materials. For example, we're going to make stickers, look like stickers. We're going to make this black a little bit more matte with the shine to it, but we're also going to create this white that has a little bit more pop to it as far as the sheen also. And then we're going to take this bow tie and I'm going to show you some examples of what a spec map can do. Regard to if you really brighten it up, make it chromy, metallic, that type thing. So let's start. Back over here to our file. Now, this was the original file. I'll turn on the masks so you can see it a little bit better that we created in the other video. So now we're going to deal with this file, the custom spec map file. And as you can see, I can turn it on right now. And it does have some base layers in there. And matter of fact, let's just go ahead and save that to a Targa and spec map. Yep, I'm going to replace that so that you can see exactly what that kind of baseline is going to do for the car. And it's on there and essentially nothing. There might be a little bit more sheen that popped out, but it's just, that's the baseline spec map that iRacing applies to all paints if they don't have their own spec map. Let's create our own spec map though. Now, you remember we separated the folders out and I told you there's a reason why. The reason why is it will allow for a lot more customization in the spec map when it comes to the paint, the stickers, different materials that you have on the car. So let's highlight all 4 folders and we're going to duplicate them. Okay. And then I'm going to drag those all the way to the top for now. And we've got the spec map folder. It's open. And you'll notice here you've got a red channel and you've got a green channel. Okay, so make sure both of those are open. And you'll notice that they'll have duplicates in there as far as parts, base paint, and then parts and base paint in the green and in the red. The red, I want you to think of that as your shiny channel. Okay, it's listed as metallic for some. It is here, but not all of the templates have it listed. So it'll just say red channel, it'll say green channel, but you've got your shiny channel and you've got your rough matte channel. Okay, metallic roughness, and that's how you will use these in order to create a really beautiful spec map on a car. What we're going to do, we're going to take these 4 folders that we have, we're going to drag them in between the parts and the base paint. Okay, that's where I will place those. And we're going to start here in the red channel. Now, with the stickers, highlight the folder, click on effects down here. Color overlay is what you want to use. Click on color overlay. Let's open up that panel, and you need to make sure that the highlights are 0, the shadows are 0, and then the black is what we're going to change. Okay, but make sure the highlights and the shadows are always 0. Sometimes they can come in with a value in there. You don't want a value in there. Now, for the stickers, and I just know this for personal preference, on my red channel, it's about a 32 is what we're going to put it at. And you'll see it changes the color slightly to a deeper gray. Click OK. Okay, all right, that's been applied there as far as a piece of information for the spec map and telling it how shiny I want that particular those particular items. And this will all make sense as we proceed along. Let's go to the faded paint. Okay, and that includes our white. Now you have to be careful with white sometimes, because if you um, uh, if you put too much metallic, too much red channel into the paint, it will go chrome on you. So be careful with the white, and I can show you an example maybe later of how not to blow that out. But for me, I'm going to put this at about 12 is where I'm going to leave it as far as the sheen that I want here. And I realize you're going, wait a minute, that's lower than the stickers. Yep. But when you use it in combination with the green channel, it all works out. Stay with me. Trust me on this one. I'm going to keep the flag the same as the white channel. So I'm just going to copy that layer style, paste that layer style right on there. So you can see we've got them all complete. And then we've got our base paint, which is our black. Now the black, I did want a little bit more matte finish. I do want a little gleam to it, but I want it matte also. So let's go here, pull that up, and I'm going to put this in at about, let's start with 35. You know what? Yeah, let's start with 35 as far as the shine on that. Now, I've got the red channel complete with all these folders and the values that I've set for the spec map and for the data. So there is some information in there, okay? As you can see, the highlights there and the shading, there is some information there, but it's missing the green channel information. So what we're going to do is, again, highlight all those folders, copy them, and then I want you to drag those down in between the parts and the base file of the green channel roughness. All right. And now we need to go in here and change these values, because the same values will give a different, look that we don't want. That if you just copy and paste the same values from the red channel to the green channel, you can do that. And that may be a look that you're going after, but that's not what we're after here. So if you remember the stickers channel, double click, it'll bring this up. Make sure color overlay is highlighted. Click the color box. We had it at 32 on the shininess. For the rough channel, we're going to put this on 68. Okay, and that for me gives it a bit of a sticker look, like it has been applied to the car. And I'll show you that in a minute when we get in here. Let's go to the fade copy, which is the heavy white that we had in here. We had it at a 12. I'm going to put that at 6. We're also going to, again, copy layer style and paste layer style onto the flag, okay, because that was the same one used as far as the sheen that we wanted with the white and the flag. And then let's go down here to the black, the base copy, the base paint copy, which is our black. We wanted this a bit more matte. Now, we had it at 35 for a shine, and I'm going to put it at, let's go with 58, okay, to give it a bit more of a matte finish that we're after. Now, if you'll turn on the custom spec map now, you'll see all these vibrant colors that are starting to appear. That's the data and information that iRacing needs in order to apply the proper spec map on your car. And this is also when iRacing will take this Targa file, which we're going to save right now, okay, and create a MIP file that you probably heard about or wondered how that is created, okay? Spec Map's there. We'll leave this at 24 bits and compress. There's no alpha channel here, so there's no reason to put it at 32 bits. All right, now we're going to bring it over here. And before I apply it, let's go back to the car so that we can get a good look at what this is going to do, okay? So right there, you see that highlight just in front of the next gen over the rear wheel there. Watch what's going to happen when we apply this spec map, which is right now. And you'll see that shiny spot went away, because why? Well, that has a different level of specular map applied to that particular material, and therefore the sheen went away. Now, again, that was our plastic sticker looking spec map that we applied in order to produce that type of sheen. And if you will look closely here, guys, I'll try to scroll in as much as I can, but this is not the greatest. You can see there's a difference between like the Camaro sticker on the back and the black. You can see that it looks like a sticker has actually been applied. If you look down the side, you kind of see the same thing with the bow tie, okay, and the next gen sticker that we've created here. Before, if you'll remember, that was just all the same sheen, all the same shininess, and it didn't really give it any type of character. Now we've got a car, it's got a bit more character. The black here in the back is a bit more flat. You can see it on the hood. You can really see it right there as far as that sheen and how it kind of fades in and transitions out. The white, though, does have a little bit more of a reflective shiny kind of, you know, showroom paint feel that we're looking to grab. And that's what a spec map will do for your car. Now, again, let me take it off here again. Delete that out. There's the car as is. No spec map. Okay, still looks good. But what a spec map does, again, is make it pop. And spec maps now applied again. That's why they're so critical, so much fun, because you can do so much with them when it comes to painting the car in how you want it to look. Now, here's something we're going to do right now is we're going to make this bow tie pop a little bit more on the side of the car. It looks good, and I mean I think as far as for the base paint that we were looking for, it's pretty much the same, but it looks like it has a little bit more of almost a Duracell type shine to it. And so we're going to chrome this thing up a bit using the spec map in order to make that just pop with some of the highlights on the car and make it really jump out there. So what we'll do, we're going to go back over to the spec map. Let's turn that off, and we don't need to change anything here. Okay, the paint's done. I'm not moving anything, so I don't have to go back down here and change anything inside the stickers folder or with the paint. All I'm worried about now is manipulating this bow tie and creating a little bit more of a pop to it. So what I'm going to do is create another folder just inside of the spec folder. We'll call it bow tie. Okay, I'm going to take the 3 files that we had for the bow tie in the stickers folder now this is again only in the custom spec map folder. Okay, I'm not touching the base paint and the stickers down here. They don't need to go anywhere. Don't need to touch them at all. But I want to separate these from the sticker folder and give them a different sheen. So I'm going to drag these up into this bow tie folder. All right, now I have one in the red channel. Let's go down here and do the same thing in the green channel. New folder, name it bow tie. Okay, we're going to open the stickers folder, take the top 3 that are, they just happen to be top 3, by the way, inside that stickers folder, drag them out of that stickers folder and put them in the bow tie folder. Now, I have the bow tie separated, and this will allow me, again, to do some kind of cool things with it. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to make this a bit more of a gold leaf type chrome, if you would. So let's go with, really going to pop it. 85 as far as in the metallic, okay, is where we're going to place that number with our color overlay in the red channel. And then we're going to go down here to the green channel on the bow tie folder and also do another color overlay. And this one is going to be much less. Matter of fact, we're going to go with 5 because we don't want any roughness, any matte to that color at all. Now, if I turn on the spec map, you'll see I've got these vibrant pieces with the bow tie. And again, that's information that iRacing needs. It's telling it how to apply the specular map inside of the game in order to create certain materials and looks to a car. So we're going to save this to our spec map again, overwrite, yes. And let's go ahead and bring that over into our main file in iRacing. Here it is without, and here it is applied. And now you can see we've got this nice kind of gold leaf pop to that, that bow tie on the side of the car. right? And that looks pretty damn good. Okay, I'm happy with that, to say the least. I think that really makes it pop. Just gives it something to, little bit more standout, a little edgy, depending on, where the light strikes it. As you can see, the gold leaf here, it looks a little more flat there, but you've got the gold leaf popping here as far as in the specular. And yeah, how about that? So, guys, that's just a few things you can do with a spec map. Again, organization is the key with this, in breaking down your folders, because that's going to allow you to make these changes, that you'd like to see inside of the spec map in order to do things like this, and create some really nice masterpieces with your cars. So, I look forward to what you're going to do with them. Make sure you put them on Trading Paints. If this video helped you, consider hitting that like button. It really helps the channel. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload any additional content. Follow me on Twitter to find out when I'm streaming. Thanks for watching.